Oh, baby, how you can count on you like 4, 3, 2, and you'll be there. 'Cause that's what friends are supposed to do. All my life, you're a friend of mine.
It's Ceci and Adam.
This is the Christmas special of the Mom Lineal podcast.
Merry Christmas, one and all generations.
Pod 127.
Can you believe it?
That's
Not
not
nuts.
really.
Because at 27, usually we would have been like, this has been fun, but okay.
I'm just glad you keep showing up consistently. Because almost every week I've got something else going on, you know?
And we even pushed it earlier.
I
So in
know.
classic my form, I would have been like, the sun's not up, so no.
Well, here's what's going on in the studio this morning. First of all, Gen Z is in person.
Hi.
Welcome
Home
back.
for Christmas, all the things.
Obviously.
Welcome to the Eastern time zone again.
It honestly is terrible. I will tell you,
Why?
living in a central time zone is so much better.
Why?
Really?
The main thing, like prime time and sports games and things, here they start at 8 p.m. and they wrap up at 11.
That's
there,
true.
Starts at 7 p.m. You're in bed by 10.
That's not so bad.
What has happened to you and your bedtime?
Are you?
You
with
are
the-
21 years old.
I'm a corporate girly. I need sleep.
Corporate
She's
girly.
joining that greatest generation zone now, if you will.
In my wellness era, I would like 8 hours of sleep. Please and thank
Wow.
you.
You're my child. I love the bed.
Apple did not fall far from that tree.
I find myself getting physically excited when I look at the clock and it's 8:30 p.m. and I think it's almost bedtime.
I get excited at 2 p.m. just at the thought of being able to go to bed in 7 hours.
I'm a little concerned because you're 21 and I'm 49.
I was going to say, I think that's called chronic fatigue or excitement, but whatever.
Your wellness era needs to get you to a functional medicine doctor.
This 21-year-old budget cannot afford a functional medicine doctor.
Yeah, I noticed you just canceled your chiropractor appointment. So
Someone yelled at me for spending too much money on chiropractor.
Oh.
have they ever been to a chiropractor?
No, that's the
why.
problem.
That's why.
That's the problem.
That's why.
It's annoying.
And every 6-week appointment is kind of nice. They
Yeah.
just kind of put everything back where it should be.
I'm even 6 months out, and I'm like, I just need a little crack in my neck and a crack in my back, and I'm fine.
I don't think you should cancel it. Have you already canceled it?
No.
I don't think you should cancel it. I think it's an investment in your health and
That's
your
that was my pitch.
Now we're from chronic fatigue to rationality.
Yes. So Merry Christmas to all and to all a good night. This is the Christmas show. And I would like to talk about favorite Christmas memories. Who should start?
Oh.
Who wants to go first?
Well, Ellie sounds too tired, so I don't know if she can go first.
I'm good today because I'm
So,
home.
That's
so
right. She's adjusted.
I'm alive and well.
All right, I'll start.
Okay.
I'm the oldest, so I'm Gen X. Okay, first of all, let me set the scene.
Yeah.
Gen X, this would be late 70s, early 80s Christmases.
So we're talking a lot of shag, a lot of wood paneling.
A lot of shag for sure, a lot of crazy wallpaper.
Oh, yeah.
lot
In
of
my
brown.
70s home growing up, my mom had put foil I was going to say wrapping paper, foil wallpaper in the bathroom. Okay.
What?
And then on the dining room walls, picture kind of a mountain scene with several shades of beige. Brown beige, beige, and orange beige.
Like if you put like a Bob Ross painting and just
Yes.
slapped a sepia filter over it, and then it's just brown.
Sepia filter,
That's
exactly.
literally what it was.
And we had this huge living room with a wood burning fireplace, and we had brown couches that were so comfortable.
I feel like everything, you just didn't know where it was because it just molded into the wall.
Kind of. Actually, those couches, we later reupholstered. My mom learned how to reupholster things, and she reupholstered a couch for my sister for her college house and my other sister for her first house. And I was like, oh, they reupholstered the booger couches.
Oh, no, don't tell me. Don't.
Yeah.
That wasn't a swipe and wipe couch, was
Yes.
it? No!
Yes, it was. The booger couch.
Oh,
Those were the-
disgusting.
Those were the best
you
blobbing
don't
couches ever.
turn the cushions on those couches.
Yeah, no.
Okay, so we're sitting on the burger couches. Amy Grant is proudly being played on the record player.
Love.
Record
Love
player?
It.
Record player, Christmas backdrop. There was no social media. There were no iPhones. It was a blessed, beloved time of life. And my favorite Christmas when I was a kid, I'm going to say I would have been in second grade.
Okay.
Wake up Christmas morning, run into the living room, and there are 4 school desks
Wow.
The kind that was attached to the wooden seat. So it was all one piece.
The classic.
And you creak open the wood top, and in the my desk was painted yellow, my sister's was red, my brother's was blue, and my other sister's was green.
Aww.
And I know, and inside was glue and a ruler, and it was the best. Everybody got their own desk, and their name was on the thing, and then there was a huge chalkboard so I apparently the Catholic school that I went to was having a sell-off sale or something. They were going to more modern desks.
We do those. We call those love offerings.
Yes. And my mom bought all of this like stuff, and then she refinished the desks. So she stained the wood tops. This is where I get it.
This is
I was gonna say this is so Jack.
all coming together.
And but I still remember it just being delighted. And we had an unfinished basement that my dad put up wood paneling in to finish it.
Oh yeah.
And we hung up the chalkboard, and you guys, we spent years playing school.
Oh.
That's what the children in the prairie days used to do before the internet.
Did you take turns on who was the teacher? Or did you
I
just
was always
dictate
the
yourself the
teacher.
teacher?
I was
Yep,
always
there
the
we
teacher.
go.
I was the oldest
There we
girl.
go. Yeah, obviously.
I had a lot to share.
Slay.
Even though I was literally the dumbest sibling.
Just that your school skills stayed at home.
I know. I can still remember. I have tried to recreate that Christmas for my own kids so many times. Never succeeded.
Doesn't hit.
No, it was like, oh, here's a box of glue and pay. Oh, the other thing, I've got one more memory of this.
Love.
There was a printing company downtown that sold bags of scrap paper for $1.
Okay.
And my mom bought 4 of these bags of scrap paper, and that was part of the gift as well. And we cut stuff out of that. We wrote notes on it. We played school with it. It was the best Christmas ever, hands down. I'm going to say it was early 80s, late 70s.
Oh man. So
Love.
brown paper. All the things.
It was a brown paper. And then there's the one thing I got caught on video a later Christmas. My mom had gotten a brass umbrella holder.
Wow.
With 6 slots. We had 7 people in our family, but there were 6 slots in this umbrella. And so everybody got a new umbrella, and it was really to fill up the umbrella holder.
Aww.
And I looked at my umbrella, and I was like, is this
For what?
waterproof? And my mom goes, of course it's waterproof. And I look deadpan at the camera and go, doesn't look waterproof to me.
Classic.
The tradition continues today.
I know. I maybe had a similar reaction to a gift my husband decided to gift me this Christmas, which was not a hit. We'll just say that. I came home from work 10 minutes early, and I see storage containers, like OXO pop-top storage containers.
I put those on my wedding registry.
And I
Love
thought,
those things.
certainly that's not for me for Christmas. But it was. We talked it out last night, had a good cry. It's all good.
Things are being stored with love now.
Doesn't
Exactly.
look storage appropriate for me. Doesn't look airtight for me.
Man,
I'm the worst.
We are vast different generations. I got a Pyrex set for Christmas so far this year, and I'm pumped. It's glass. It's fancy.
Who got
love
you
it.
a
got a
Pyrex?
I think I hit a nerve here. A Pyrex set because the friends I live with right now, right? I'm saving up towards a house, living at their place. They had the glass Pyrex Tupperware, which
they're
is
the best.
They're exactly.
I have my grandma's old set.
I still that's awesome with the umbrella holders in it. I have the old plastic ones you buy when you're 21 in your first place that have the yellow like coloring on it from all these different meals.
Also own those.
Right. Yes, which are fine for certain things. Apparently, if there's hot things, you'll eat plastic too. Whatever. So I saw the glass ones of theirs, and I made a comment 2 months ago. I'm like, these are the best. These are awesome. I need to get a set of these someday. Well, I procrastinated. And I opened up under the tree 2 days ago at their place a big Pyrex set of 18 glass dishes.
Oh, that's awesome.
Here's
Right?
where I want to learn from you.
Yes.
Because your heart was in the right place.
Hope so.
You saw that gift and you didn't cry because it was a practical gift. You thought, oh, they heard me, they know me, they love me.
Yes.
the accountant did the same thing. We were at Costco and I walked by and I go, oh, those would be really nice to organize our, we have these crazy pantry drawers that are always a hot mess. And so he heard me say it. He got that. It's just kind of a fun extra thing. And I took it the wrong way. I need to learn from you. You had the right spirit of Christmas.
Well, I just want to just love everybody and be a good person and store my food where I won't get any BPA poisoning. You know what I mean?
Must be nice. Tell me about your favorite Christmas as a child.
All right, my favorite one is much less intellectual than getting desks, which, by the way, I love that. Your family's so creative. That's the best, the absolute best. My family's creative too, but a little more in the money sector, if you will, when they get a big gift. So, backstory. Little tiny Timish, but when I was younger, we grew up very paycheck to paycheck, right? And mom and dad did what they could.
Yeah,
and
sure.
There were certain grocery stores you went to throughout the week, and if you went to like one of the nicer ones, you knew dad got a bigger paycheck that week. It was a big deal.
Like,
Totally
Yes.
relatable experience, by the way.
Oh, great. That's great, and everybody goes through that. And
I mean, a lot of people can relate to that.
completely,
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
It was great. So, we were always very, taken care of, always plenty of food and clothing, but
Yeah.
the bigger, newer gifts wasn't a thing for us. We were more of the 5 years down the road, we got that new DVD player or the newest game system
Fair
or
enough.
whatever.
Yeah.
So it was within a year of when a new game system came out. So it was Christmas 2002, and we were opening all the gifts up and everything, and my parents did that classic thing where they're like, well, there you go, that's everything, Merry Christmas. And then my dad goes over to the closet to grab something, and all of a sudden
That's the best.
oh, it's great. He's like,
new
oh, yeah, that's right. Oh, look, it's your old jacket. But
We grew up in two different
we did, which is fine. That's great. That's
Yeah.
great. Where generations collide. That's the name of the podcast. So, my dad did the classic thing. He's like, "Oh, there's another gift in here," and I open it up, and it was
excited.
it was great. It was great, and I was like, "Oh my gosh, a new gift! I didn't know was there." So I started opening up and ripped off the paper, and I started bouncing up and down on the video camera view that you could see.
Aww.
It was a brand new PlayStation 2. I was like, hubba, hubba. And that was the year it came out. So this was a big.
That's a big
Oh,
deal.
yeah.
I can feel the excitement.
It was amazing. And here's how good / maybe not good I was. I wanted to be like, thank you, Mom and Dad. And this was so generous of you. And this is awesome. And then I wanted to run to all the kids with the old game system and say, see, suckers.
I got it.
That's right.
I got it.
Yeah.
It's my turn.
It's me.
It's my
It's me.
turn.
It's Adam's time, baby.
It's my
X0.
shining moment.
It was awesome.
I love that story.
It was the best. And of course, the rest of the day, we went to church and then came
You
back.
didn't care.
No.
You didn't care.
went
Good
to-
Catholic boy was like,
Oh.
our Father, I gotta get home. I gotta get home.
I went to church and I said, thank you, Jesus, for this new PlayStation 2. Could I also get a Rumble pack
Adam.
with that?
Oh.
It was the best.
Do you remember what game came with it?
Yes, I got 2 games, and this might trigger all the. One was, I think it was some kind of Harry Potter game, because that was back when they were all coming out in the movies
Okay.
and everything, which
Okay.
was fine.
Yeah.
I basically ran around in circles for an hour. I didn't know what I was doing.
Love.
And then there's a game called, for all you PS2 lovers out there, Stuntman. Which was an awesome game. It's where you played as a stunt guy and you had to hit all the different turns and go through boxes. It was awesome. So it was that classic, like, rest of Christmas Day when you get that favorite toy and you just
best.
play with it until.
I can relate.
Oh, isn't that the best?
We have all teenagers now,
Yes.
and so there isn't that hit this year.
Right.
It's because it's like,
You need this. Here you go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, another gift card? Thanks.
Now, speaking of video games, was that also your
It
favorite?
was my favorite Christmas.
Okay.
Yep.
Tell
so
me your favorite Christmas.
Yeah. Yes, please.
I was in 4th grade.
Okay.
This was the infamous Christmas in the garage. I will paint the scene from my creative mother.
Oh, I'm hooked.
I have mental illness.
So we lived in a house on Lakeshore Drive
Okay.
in Michigan, and she decided that there wasn't enough room in the living room, so we have to have Christmas. We had an extra living room, which was our garage.
Okay.
We got a space heater, which is in this very basement still to this day.
Sounds very humble.
And you put carpet tiles down.
Just for Christmas. Just for the morning.
Well, it was kind of a bonus living room, but it was mainly like, this is Christmas.
Okay. Gotcha. So
The tree
bumping it
was
up.
out there. We have, I remember you bought the ornaments that we still have, those like clay,
Yeah.
from Anthropology.
Yeah.
And there's like,
Oh.
it's a set of 12 like pastel Anthropology ornaments. We still use them to this year.
12
and they were,
days.
I
12 days
boosted
of
out.
bougement.
Don't forget about the painter's drop cloths.
Yep. Oh, yeah. So those were on the sides of the walls because
No.
you can't see actual garage.
No, I hung them in front of the garage door. Our garage
yeah.
was insulated and drywalled.
Okay.
And so I hung those in front of the and painted. So it looked like a living room.
This is amazing.
And it had windows. And so I hung the drop cloths as curtains in front of the garage door.
How quaint is that?
It was quaint.
That's
It was great.
very
So we had the
Christmas quaint.
space heater in there, the Christmas trees all decked out with these 12
We did have a mouse
anthropology ornaments.
problem.
Yes, when my dad went to work on Sunday morning because he had to go prepare for his sermon or
Pastor
whatever.
life.
And I remember I had to be the one to throw the mouse in the trash can because she couldn't touch it. And I think I got like $10 out of that deal, but she was like, I can't do it. You have to put it in the trash can.
Yeah,
So we're in
right.
the converted garage.
Okay,
Freezing.
in the converted garage.
With mice.
I'm in
friends.
4th grade.
With the Nutcracker cast.
Those things are creepy for literally no reason. Like, who
True.
decided
Lord.
that?
All right, 4th grade Ellie.
Anyways,
Yes.
so 4th grade Ellie, I have really curly hair. I'm running downstairs in my matching pajamas with all of my siblings on Christmas morning. And I forget when it might have been like my 2nd or 3rd present I opened. And I opened it, and it's this bright red, shiny 3DS.
Oh, yes.
It's a Nintendo 3DS. It came with, I think, Mario Party 3D World or something.
The classic.
It was amazing. I literally opened the box and I said, "Everybody plug your ears!" And I screamed super loud.
You gave a warning.
I did.
Shrill.
I gave a warning. I was like, "This is so great! Everybody plug your ears!" And then I screamed super loud. And I played it. I think I killed it like twice. Like I ran the battery through 2 or 3 times that day. Just
Absolutely.
playing this game, and it was the best gift ever. And I remember you had charged it for me. And
Oh, look at you.
so she had opened it and charged it and then like packed it back up. And she had told me that I was folding laundry in her room and my 3DS was charging in her room, and she didn't realize that like I could have seen it. And so there was a chance that I could have seen it, but I didn't. I was totally oblivious.
Ellie figures out every gift before she gets it. She always
Facts.
puts 2 and 2 together.
So
when she
clicks
turned
it.
16, we bought her tickets to see Hamilton
Oh, yeah.
in Chicago, which was a soundtrack she had listened to over and over and over again. I didn't know anything about Hamilton at the time. And Dave's computer was open, and she like looked over and saw the Hamilton was pulled up. So you were actually, is that why it was your favorite Christmas? Because it was a gift you really wanted and you were surprised?
Yeah, I had no idea it was coming. Yeah, and it was, because I like always it was the same thing. I think it was like the year it came out.
Yeah,
and
it's
so I was
brand
like, it's
new.
brand new. Everyone has the old ones, and they're shifting to 3DS now. So now you can do like the more real life, not real life looking games.
Do you know
but
the
better games.
backstory to that gift is I had a coworker. I don't know video games because I didn't play them. I didn't enjoy video games growing up.
That's because you got Jeopardy as a gift. On
like,
Nintendo
"This is
64.
But I got that gift because I didn't really love video games, you know?
Totally.
And so I don't know them. I don't know all of the thing. I wasn't, and so, but I talked to a coworker because I was going to get you like the last year's something that was a hit, like the
Probably
year.
like the DS or something, but
Some-
this was like the 3DS.
Something.
Yes.
And my coworker's like, don't do that. None of the kids are into that. Get the 3DS.
Yeah.
So I really had to convince the accountant to spend more money on the thing. And he went for it. So I'm glad that was also a Christmas as an adult that hit for me.
Oh, I remember.
Because Dave had found a list of something I made.
He went through your history. He went through your search history on your computer.
Brilliant.
And he got, so I got all these anthropology towels that I wanted. And it was like, this is everything I wanted.
He was like, I know, it was the last 3 links you clicked on.
Yes. That's because that was before people made Google documents, you know,
Right.
and
Lists.
corralled the list. So he didn't do that so much for this Christmas. And that's okay.
I saw a thing recently that people are saying for a certain gift exchange that you don't have to give the person a list. So that the person giving you the gift has to actually like look for something that you would want.
It's too much pressure. It's too much.
Is it? Or is it more fun when you're opening the gift
It's
and you're
more
like,
fun.
I didn't ask for
Yeah,
it?
it's more fun when you feel it. I have such high expectations when it comes to gifts. I hate that about myself.
Is it
Tell me about it. The oldest daughter that has to get you the gift is feeling it too.
Bad. Well, so this year I decided to preempt the disappointment that I tend to feel.
Preempt.
That I told Dave all I wanted was underwear and socks for Christmas, and I ordered myself that, like what I
Just in
wanted.
case.
And so then I was like, then I won't be disappointed Christmas morning. What is the matter with me?
Because you will be disappointed Christmas morning when you open up underwear and socks that you purchase for yourself.
This wouldn't have happened had you got a PlayStation 2.
It's true.
And so you would have been like, it's everything I've ever wanted.
Maybe someone could get me a desk with glue sticks in it.
You'd be like, I already have one of those.
Yeah, right. Yeah. It's too new.
Oh
Wow.
man,
Well,
I want to adopt both of your. You are a great gift giver, And you're a great gift receiver, except one year. Okay, let's talk about misses.
Yeah.
We want to talk.
Oh,
no,
no.
we don't want to ruin Christmas.
Ooh.
One year you didn't get anything techie.
Oh yeah, It was a year when like your sister's opening up the iPod and your dad's getting a new new AirBuds or whatever.
The firstborns had their time.
And I had gone shopping with my dad, per usual, to go get my mom's Christmas present. We went to Best
It was
Buy.
an iPad.
It was okay. I was gonna set the scene, but yes, it was an
I'm sorry.
iPad Mini that she really wanted, but used for all of 2 days.
I'm not an iPad girl.
no.
She's not.
I wouldn't. Yeah. No, I could.
I'm not an iPad girl.
like-
I've actually gotten 2.
I was gonna say
Last year-
she circled back to it a year or 2 ago. It still
Last
doesn't
year,
really
I
use
got
it.
an iPad with a pen. And I
Oh, the
recently,
stylus.
the stylus, and I recently gave that to Dave because I was like, literally never used this thing. I don't get it. It's too much.
You're probably like, I can't store food in this.
I got an Apple Watch one year. I really liked that and used that every day.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah.
But that was the Christmas that I knew you were getting that, and everyone else was getting techie things, and I was like, I just have clothes from Justice.
I'm sorry about that.
But it was okay. I knew I
felt
was
really
being petty
bad.
about it.
She was trying so hard to put a smile on her face, and I knew she was upset inside. And it was it's a bad feeling as a mom when you don't hit.
But it was a
That's
weird
fair.
age because that's what I wanted. Like I
Yeah.
was like between 12 and 14. Like
Yeah.
it's the weird age where you don't
It's
need
tough.
a phone yet,
It's
and
tough.
but you already have all the things. Like I really did just want clothes,
Right.
But I knew what everyone else was getting.
It's kind of like being 49 and literally all you want is something you need, which is underwear and socks.
it's the practical time. It's practical Christmas.
Really,
That's
truly.
what happens.
And we're doing some fun thing. We're going on a cruise, and I've got so many fun things to look forward to. Like, grow up, Ceci, grow up.
But then she texted me. I said, "Mom, is there anything that you want your kids to get you for Christmas this year?" No need for presents this year.
It's true.
Yeah, right.
I was
Uh-huh.
feeling that in my heart.
But then there was a plot twist, and the accountant. I asked the accountant. I said, "Dad, is there anything you want for Christmas?" I got a gift right away. It was, and I said, and then I came up with an idea for her.
Oh,
so we're
good.
good to go.
So you got to go. You got to go. You know what you and the family should do next year? No gifts at all.
Yeah, right.
and go on a trip. That's what I want to do.
Oh, I'm down for that.
That's what I
Experience
want-
gifts.
that's what I
experience
wanna
gifts.
do.
I was reading an article the other day that was talking about the newer generations,
Mm-hmm.
and many nowadays are saying they're going for the experience gifts. It's not about the material things anymore. It's about
get
what
it.
you can enjoy with other people.
That's what I want to do.
Which is awesome.
That's what I want
Rent
to
a
do.
house in Mexico for a couple days.
In
and eat some
Mexico.
tacos.
Who is she? This is not a child. We had Christmas in a garage, for goodness sakes.
And I appreciated the heck out of that. It was a
Going
great
to no
Christmas.
I'm talking about driving up north to a cabin my friends own.
A cold cabin?
We ain't going to no
It's
Mexico.
all right. She don't want you to have no Feliz Navidad.
I'm telling you, the Gen Z millennials are saying bye, Felicia, and they are going.
You want to come?
To
I want to
warm
invite.
places.
I want to invite you.
to go to Mexico?
No, to the cabin up north.
Oh.
Not just you, like you with our family. That went off the rails.
Wow. There's
Not
some
clipping that on
experience-
YouTube.
Yeah, I would be giving that gift back. I would.
Well, I have withdrawn the invitation.
That would be fun. We should do a pod on a vacation trip
Sure,
sometime.
that'd
Wouldn't
be-
that be fun?
Well, I want to do one of Ellie's bougie vacations. She's bougie now.
All right, now how about this? What about gifts as a kid that were not like that shouldn't have been gifts in the first place from our
Umbrellas.
generations? Yeah, exactly.
Oh, I have a good one.
Please, yes.
I got a set of oven mitts and pot holders, and I think she still has them. And we've used them
That's
forever, and it was a
awesome.
good gift, but it was also for
Those are my
the family.
Those are my favorite oven mitts, though. They have holes burnt in them.
Yeah.
I got something. I got cookies out of the oven and literally burnt my fingers. But I love those, and
They're so
dirty.
pretty. They're so dirty
They're
now.
dirty and disgusting. But
Aw.
I've been looking on Anthropology. I cannot
They're not the
find
same.
as cute of oven mitts.
No.
Oven mitts.
It's nice to have second-degree burn memories.
Storage
you know?
containers. I'm just kidding.
The best. We need to get a picture of this and put it on Instagram now.
We will.
The Mom Millennial Instagram. Can I live vicariously through a friend who got a gift as a kid?
Yeah.
That I don't think anybody should have ever gotten this gift.
What?
Oh boy.
Do you guys remember the Furbies?
Yes.
No.
Yes. Those things are creepy.
They're the worst. I don't know why they thought they appealed to kids. I don't know why they thought they appealed to adults. They don't appeal to human beings.
Everyone wanted one.
Oh, it was the worst. Once, this friend of mine, here's why I was off them for good.
Creepy.
It was the summer after that Christmas he got it, right? And his mom was walking by his room. He was asleep. His door was open, and there was a storm going on.
Oh, no.
And there was a strike of lightning that was really close to their house. It turned on the Furby. I'm not making this up. This
So
really
creepy.
happened. And she's like,
So creepy.
that was gone the next day. We're done. Make a sign of the cross and get it out of there.
It is creepy.
No, these
Do
Furbies.
you remember seeing those commercials for those?
I never
When
got
was
you
little?
guys Furbies.
Heck no.
I
You know what
got
you did get us those like Zoom Pets things.
Oh,
what were they
those?
called? They were like little. They looked like hamsters, but they had
they
like
were cute.
wheels.
Like little zoomies?
Did I ever tell you about the
something.
down and dirty deal I did in a Burger King parking lot for a birthday gift for Piper?
No, but I'm not shocked by this in the least. And I want to hear all about it.
Okay, she wanted a Hatchimal.
Oh,
those were
yeah.
How
years
old?
ago.
How old would she have been? 12? No, that was 3 years.
Because that was several years ago. Those
10?
were big, right?
10? We'll go 10.
We'll go
Okay,
10.
she wanted a Hatchimal. That was the year that, like the Cabbage Patch craze of 1984.
Oh, where people are beating themselves with canes to get past.
See, this was my childhood. I acquired the Cabbage Patch in 1984.
You got it. Your mom,
Me and every one of my sisters had a Cabbage Patch doll.
did your mom give everyone the desk in the crowds? She could get through
That
to
one
get
probably
it.
bought them in July.
I think the name of my Cabbage Patch was Loretta, and my sister's was Clancy. They came with adoption. You had to adopt them.
Oh.
And so you filled out the Xavier Roberts, official
Aw.
adoption thing. It was awesome.
So you
But
had
my
to-
mom, the story I remember is that she fought off other moms in Meyer. But
Oh.
I don't know if that was just on the news and I thought it was my own mom. Anyway,
I could see her doing that though.
I know. I did
honestly.
a down and dirty deal, man. So I couldn't get Piper a Hatchimal when she was 10. And I talked about it on the radio. And a lady called me and she goes, I have a Hatchimal. Okay. Who wasn't in like
That's a little creepy.
I was like, you do? And she was like, meet me in Elgin in the Burger King parking lot. And I slid her over the $30 and she slid me the Hatchimal on the day of Piper's birthday. We wrapped that thing up. But here's the thing. We were taking Piper and some friends to one of those indoor trampoline places
Oh,
or
yeah.
something.
Yep.
And the thing was about to hatch while she was jumping. And I run in there. I'm like, it's hatching. This thing was
For the
But
whole
after it
place.
hatches, what the heck do you do with it?
It's just a stuffed animal that you play with.
I hope it's not like a Tamagotchi. Do you remember those?
That was
That was kind of past
was
your
that
time.
No.
this was
That was
a
you.
root. If you
Prime
were-
millennial.
Yes, if you're a '90s kid, millennial, you remember the Tamagotchis, and you remember loving them for 10 seconds and hating them for the rest of your life. It's like Oregon Trail. This was fun for 5 seconds until I died of dysentery. But with the Tamagotchis, it was on a little device, and you had to constantly feed it and check on it and give it water. But it was so impossible to keep it alive. You reset it 4 times in one day. And you start over with a new pet. No wonder we're not committal.
I'm stressed just hearing about that. There was a gift I was excited to give Ellie when she was a kid.
Yeah.
Ellie loved to bake and cook ever since she was teeny tiny, itty bitty. Probably we're talking 3 years old.
Oh.
So downtown Helen. Have I told this story before about
Yeah.
the wooden?
I think you might have.
I did. Okay.
A while back.
Well, not like everybody listens with intentionality to our podcast. But I really had to work some extra job. It was like we're
Snap.
talking Little House on the Prairie, like extra side job to get Ellie this Christmas gift. And it was a beautiful wooden, it's so pretty, a wooden stove. And then my mom got you the wooden microwave that went with it and the refrigerator. Like one was a birthday present, one was a Christmas present. And she toddles over there and turns the knob, opens the oven door and goes, does it work?
I was like, nothing happened. This is dumb.
I was like, yeah, you put your little fake muffins in
I
here.
was like, fake stuff. The thing is plastic.
She wanted a real
Easy bake oven,
an easy
baby.
bake
Oh,
oven.
real with the real light bulb and
Yeah.
everything.
That hit.
Man.
That was. I think I got that for.
Oh yeah,
my
because I
birthday or
realized
Christmas.
she wants things that actually work, not pretend.
That was Ellie's Tupperware gift. It sounds
It
like that
was.
was it. She was
It was
like,
awesome.
Hope you saved the receipt in the
And
oven.
then when the light bulb took a little too long, I said, "There's an oven in the kitchen. I can just make actual cookies."
To which the whole family benefits, and that's a wonderful thing. So
Until we have to hide them in the freezer because some people don't want nice warm baked cookies
That
sitting
got
on the
dark.
counter.
That got dark. It's Christmas.
Yeah.
Be nice to your mother.
now we know why Dave got you Tupperware, right? Store it under your bed in your new Tupperware with your new cookies. Can I ask you guys a question about gifts? Speaking of which,
Yeah.
even though that's what I've been talking about, the wrapping of gifts. I made a decree this year. I'm done with gift wrap. I can't do it anymore. I'm done. I'm doing all gift bags. I am over it.
Gift bags.
Yes, because here's the problem. No matter
wah.
how much I've tried to crease and to tape and to get the perfect amount to fold underneath the gift looks neater after it's unwrapped than when I wrap it. It's brutal.
Well, you are a millennial aged man, so
Well, that's true.
we'll let you off the hook.
Should stop buying candy cane shaped gifts too.
Do you
That
not
doesn't
watch like the HGTV YouTube video or Instagram,
I
TikTok?
can teach you how to wrap gifts.
help. Could you?
Yeah, I'll teach you.
Should we do it on video?
Yeah,
And we'll post it?
yeah.
Are you
Sounds
guys
good.
team gift wrap then?
All the way.
Oh,
Really?
yeah.
With curling ribbon too.
I was gonna say
Oh,
that's the thing.
jeez.
So Braden's family's not a curling ribbon bow family. They just tag them.
Yes.
Whereas our family, it's curling ribbon and it's bows. So my gifts that I brought over to my house right now do not have curling ribbon and bows, and I feel a little bad, but it'll be fine.
I have run out of all of the Christmas colored curling ribbons, so everyone's getting yellow this year. We'll show you how it's done.
It's great.
University of Michigan
Well,
Christmas.
from all of the generations, Merry
Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
If you want more of the Mom Millennial podcast, well, then subscribe. That way you'll get new episodes without having to do the work, and that's totally our jam.